So a little bit of fun and exercise right here on the Wörthersee today, where we're going to go for a little bike ride around the circumference of the lake, stopping at various points of interest along the way.
The Wörthersee is located in the southern Austrian state of Kärnten, or better known in English as Carinthia. It is the largest lake in the state of Carinthia that stretches from the town of Velden to its west all the way to the state capital of Klagenfurt on its easterly bay. The lake is roughly 16.5 kilometers long and 1.5 kilometers wide, with an average depth of around 40 meters and a maximum depth of around 85 meters. The Wörthersee and its surrounding areas have many cycling paths to discover and traverse, and for our route, we decided to begin at the town of Krumpendorf am Wörthersee and make our way around the circumference of the lake in the direction of Klagenfurt to the east. After having passed through the city of Klagenfurt, our first major stop took us to Refnitz, largely famous for the Refnitz castle built in 1898 on the headland of the northern edge of the Refnitz Bay. Within short walking distance from Refnitz is the beautiful town of Maria Wörth. Maria Wörth is largely famous for its beautiful church complex that stands on the Maria Wörth Peninsula, which up until the late 18th century was actually an island. The church's history goes all the way back to the late 9th century, where the original structure was said to be built under Bishop Waldo von Friesing. It was then later rebuilt and consecrated in the mid-12th century, and in 1399 a severe fire damaged the church. Under Emperor Maximilian I, the church was handed over to the Order of St. George in Millstatt in 1529. It was then taken over by the Graz Jesuits in 1589. The building today as it stands was largely built from the 12th century all the way to the 19th century, with many additional restorations being made to the structure in the late 20th century. Further on our cycling tour, we then made our way to the westerly point of the Wörthersee.
So we made it to Velden, which, best way to describe it, is kind of Austria's answer to France's Saint-Tropez or Spain's Marbella.
The popular tourist destination of Velden is a chic little market town that can trace its history back to 1150 as its earliest written mention and record. Over the subsequent centuries, it then came under the rule of various counts, orders and noble families, including the Habsburgs. In the 19th century, Velden became a health resort destination where many people from around the Austro-Hungarian Empire would flock into Velden to take advantage of the environment's health benefits. This would explain why the town has many historical villas and grand hotels, but the most well known of these has to be the Schloss Velden. Although the Schloss Velden was originally a Renaissance castle built around 1590, it was restyled as a neo-Renaissance style hotel in the late 19th century to cater for the growing demand of tourism to the Wörthersee. The Schloss quickly became popular among the old empire's royal family, elites and wealthy dignitaries, and through to the 20th and 21st centuries, it still remains popular with celebrities coming from all around the world.
So the next stop on our journey is Pörtschach, which is mainly famous for its beautiful promenade and peninsula, and from here you get a beautiful perspective of the Wörthersee.
The town of Pörtschach is a popular summer resort for people wanting to visit the Wörthersee, but its modern-day status as a resort town comes with an interesting history. The town's prominence as a tourist destination grew in the mid-19th century when Pörtschach was given its own railway station along the old Austrian Southern Railway between Vienna and Trieste. As a result, it became a favourable tourist destination for many notable dignitaries and artists, including the Emperor Franz Joseph I himself and the well-known composer of the Romantic period, Johannes Brahms, who is famous for having worked on his Second Symphony in the town of Pörtschach.
If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel.